Expand your vocabulary with our Core 2000 Words ebook. It's free and packed with essential expressions that you'll use on a daily basis. Start building your vocabulary today. Click the link in the description below to download your free Hindi ebook before it's gone.
Trying to learn Hindi? You need a HindiPod101.com free lifetime account. It's one of the most powerful language learning tools you can command, and signing up takes less than 7 seconds. So what exactly do you get that makes it so special? First, new lessons are published every week, and you get them for free. Enjoy learning with fun and effective audio and video lessons with real teachers. Make the most of your study time as our teachers help you hack Hindi and get you speaking in minutes. Second, free instant access to the first 3 lessons of every lesson series. Explore and try any lesson series that interests you, from beginner to advanced. Find teachers you love and lessons for your goals. Third, learn Hindi anywhere, anytime with the free companion app. Download it now for free for the iPhone, iPad, or any Android device, and have instant access to your free lifetime account and lessons anywhere, anytime. Fourth, boost your vocabulary with the free word of the day. Every day, receive 1 new word in your inbox that you can master in seconds. Want even more words? 5. Get complete access to our word and phrase lists. Wow native Hindi speakers with cool topical and seasonal words and phrases from our lists. And finally, number 6, the best for last. 7 days of unlimited access to our entire library of audio and video lessons. Premium study tools like line-by-line audio, word bank, and smart flashcards to help you learn lightning fast. Get your free lifetime account right now at HindiPod101.com. Sign up in less than 7 seconds. And the account is yours for free for life. So what are you waiting for? Get yours now.
Namaste, this is Anuj from HindiPod101.com. Well, do you know how to say bye in Hindi? Well, if you don't, there's nothing to worry, because in this lesson you are going to learn 3 different parting expressions in Hindi. Okay, so let's start with the easiest way. Namaste. Namaste, which means goodbye in Hindi. Namaste. Well, namaste can be used both ways. It can be used as saying hello, and it can be used for saying goodbye. Namaste. Well, if you know that you are going to meet the person again, then there's another way of saying goodbye, which is phir milenge. Phir milenge. Well, you can use this sentence if you know that you're going to meet the person again, in which phir means again, milenge means we will meet. Phir milenge. Well, if you want to sound like a pro, there's another phrase to say goodbye, and that is al-vida. Al-vida, which again means goodbye. However, you won't listen this phrase as much as others, but yes, you can remember this because there are few people who use this word to say goodbye. Al-vida. Goodbye. So let's do a quick recap of whatever we have learned in this lesson. Just repeat the words after me. Goodbye. Namaste. Namaste. See you later. फिर मिलेंगे. फिर मिलेंगे. Farewell, अलविदा. अलविदा. Well done, everyone. So, here is a quick fun fact. There's no f sound in Hindi. There's no such sound. So, most of the times, people will use f instead of its right pronunciation, which is ph. So, if you hear someone saying fir milenge, that is incorrect. The correct pronunciation is phir milenge. I know it might be tough, but if you're learning it, learn it right way. Phir milenge instead of fir milenge. You have just learned 3 different ways of saying goodbye in Hindi. Well, for your information, you can learn Hindi twice as fast by just learning through our PDF lessons. If you want to download them, just click on the download link in the description section. See you soon. फिर मिलेंगे. फिर मिलेंगे.
Did you download your free PDF cheat sheets yet? These conversation cheat sheets are an easy way to speak more because you get cheat sheets for conversational topics like the weather, family, hobbies, and much more. And inside, you'll learn common questions and answers that you'd use in conversations, as well as tons of vocabulary. Don't miss out on this free gift. Click the link in the description to get access.
How are your Hindi listening skills? First, you'll see an image and hear a question. Next comes a short dialogue. Listen carefully and see if you can answer correctly. We'll show you the answer at the end. Are you ready?
एक आदमी डॉक्टर के क्लिनिक पर फ़ोन कर रहा है। उसे डॉक्टर के क्लिनिक पर कितने बजे पहुंचना है? नमस्ते, मैं आपकी क्या मदद कर सकती हूँ?
आज क्लिनिक कितने बजे बंद होगा?
हम शाम के 6 बजे क्लिनिक बंद करते हैं, लेकिन 5:30 बजे से पहले आइए।
अच्छा, शुक्रिया।
उसे डॉक्टर के क्लिनिक पर कितने बजे पहुंचना है? एक आदमी डॉक्टर के क्लिनिक पर फ़ोन कर रहा है। उसे डॉक्टर के क्लिनिक पर कितने बजे पहुंचना है? नमस्ते, मैं आपकी क्या मदद कर सकती हूँ?
आज क्लिनिक कितने बजे बंद होगा?
हम शाम के 6 बजे क्लिनिक बंद करते हैं, लेकिन 5:30 बजे से पहले आइए।
अच्छा, शुक्रिया।
Did you get it right? I hope you learned something from this quiz. Let us know if you have any questions. See you next time.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to HindiPod101.com, the easiest, smartest, and quickest way to learn Hindi online. My name is Anuj Khurana, and today's topic is quite interesting. Yes, so today we are going to discuss most favorite words which have been chosen by our fans. So let's begin. Dhanyavad, thank you. Our first word for today is Dhanyavad, which means thank you in English. मेरी मदद करने के लिए धन्यवाद. Thank you for helping me. माँ, mother. माँ, which means mother. तुम्हारी माँ की तबीयत कैसी है? How is your mother's health now? खुश, happy. So the next word is खुश. खुश, which means happy. नेहा आज बहुत खुश है. Today, Neha is very happy. Namaste, hello. Namaste, which means hello. नाना जी को मेरी नमस्ते बोलिएगा. Say my hello to grandpa. उत्साहपूर्ण, lively or excited. उत्साहपूर्ण, which is pronounced as उत्साहपूर्ण, which means very excited, very lively. बच्चे घर से निकलते समय बहुत उत्साहपूर्ण थे. The children were very excited while leaving from home. सम्मान, to respect. सम्मान, which mean to respect. मैं आपका बहुत सम्मान करता हूँ. I dearly respect you a lot. भारत, India. भारत, which means India. मैं भारत का रहने वाला हूँ. I am a native Indian. मंदिर, temple. मंदिर, which means temple in English. मैं हर रोज मंदिर जाता हूँ. I daily go to temple. कमाल का, awesome. कमाल का और कमाल की, which means awesome. यह ड्रिंक बहुत ही कमाल की है. This drink is just awesome. शिक्षा, education. शिक्षा, education. हर किसी को शिक्षा मिलनी चाहिए. Everyone should get an education. छुट्टी, vacation. Our next word is छुट्टी, holiday or vacation. वकुल ने आज एक छुट्टी ली है. वकुल has taken a holiday today. आजादी, freedom. आजादी, which means freedom. हमारे माता पिता ने हमें बहुत आजादी दी. Our parents have given us a lot of freedom. ठीक है, it's okay. ठीक है, which means okay. ठीक है, मैं दूसरे रास्ते से चला जाता हूँ. Okay, I'll go from the other way. अलविदा, goodbye. अलविदा, which means a goodbye. अलविदा, हम दोबारा मिलेंगे. Goodbye, we'll meet again. प्यार, to love. Next word is प्यार, which means to love. मुझे अपने कुत्ते से बहुत प्यार है. I love my dog a lot. So that's all from today's lesson. We discussed the most favorite words of all our fans, and I hope you clearly learned them and they're gonna help you in your day-to-day life. If you liked our video, please click on the like button and please subscribe to our channel. If you have any kind of feedback or any suggestions, you can always leave a comment in the comment section. Also visit our website, which is www.hindipod101.com. I'll come back with yet another lesson of Hindi with few new words. Till then, stay tuned. Goodbye.
नमस्ते, हिंदी पॉड 101.com में स्वागत है।
नमस्ते, मेरा नाम आयशा है। 26 जनवरी को हर साल भारत में देश की एक अहम ऐतिहासिक तिथि के तौर पर याद किया जाता है। यह है वह दिन जब नवीन भारत राज्य का संविधान स्थापित किया गया था। क्या आप जानते हैं कि इस अवसर को कैसे याद किया जाता है? हम इस पाठ में बात करेंगे गणतंत्र दिवस की, जो हर साल 26 जनवरी को बड़े ही धूमधाम से मनाया जाता है। क्या आप जानते हैं कि साल 2014 में कौन से मशहूर खिलाड़ी को गणतंत्र दिवस के अवसर पर भारत रत्न का पुरस्कार दिया गया? आपको इसका जवाब वीडियो के अंत में मिलेगा। नवीन भारत राज्य का संविधान 26 जनवरी 1950 में स्थापित किया गया, जिससे भारत एक गणतंत्र स्थित हुआ। 1947 में स्वतंत्र बना भारत इससे पहले अंग्रेजों के कब्जे में 200 साल से था और अलग राज्यों में बटा था। 1950 में भारत एक गणतंत्र बन गया, जो 15 आधिकारिक भाषाएं, 26 स्वीकृत भाषाएं, 5 धर्मों के समुदाय और अनगिनत संस्कृतियों का मिश्रण है। इस दिन की सालगिरह को बड़े उत्साह और विशेष रूप से इस गणराज्य की विभिन्नता का उत्सव मानकर मनाया जाता है। गणतंत्र दिवस की सुबह देश के राष्ट्रपति राजधानी नई दिल्ली में इंडिया गेट के तले बसा अमर जवान ज्योति को प्रणाम करके कार्यक्रम शुरू करते हैं। अमर जवान ज्योति एक अनंत अग्नि की शिखा है, जो देश के लिए दिए गए बलिदान का प्रतीक है। उस बलिदान को प्रणाम कर राष्ट्रपति उन सारे दिग्गजों को पुरस्कार देते हैं जिन्होंने अपने क्षेत्रों में असाधारण योगदान किया है। भारत रत्न पुरस्कार देश का सबसे श्रेष्ठ पुरस्कार है। फिर नई दिल्ली के राजपथ से शुरू होती है एक भव्य परेड। देश की सेना की विभिन्न रेजिमेंटें, नौसेना और वायुसेना बड़े सजावट से मार्च पास्ट आरंभ करती हैं। यह समय होता है रोमांचक प्रदर्शन का। इनके बाद आती है देश के एक एक प्रदेश की अपनी टोली। यह टोलियां राज्यों की संस्कृति के वैभव को प्रस्तुत करती हैं। यह चलती हुई परेड हर राज्य के लोग, संस्कृति, नृत्य, पहनावे और विशेष भौमिक पदार्थ आदि का प्रदर्शन करती हैं। इसे देखने हजारों लोग आते हैं और अधिकांश नागरिक टीवी के माध्यम से भी इसका आनंद उठाते हैं। भारत की संविधान विश्व के सारे स्वतंत्र देशों की संविधानों से लंबी है। इसमें 448 लेखें हैं और 118 संशोधन हैं। यह भारत की एक स्वतंत्र, लोकतांत्रिक, धर्मनिरपेक्ष, समाजवादी गणतंत्र होने की घोषणा करती है। और अब मैं आपको पहले पूछे गए प्रश्न का जवाब बताऊंगी। क्या आप जानते हैं कि साल 2014 में कौन से मशहूर खिलाड़ी को गणतंत्र दिवस के अवसर पर भारत रत्न का पुरस्कार दिया गया? वह मशहूर खिलाड़ी हैं सबका प्रिय क्रिकेटर सचिन तेंदुलकर, जिन्होंने 24 सालों के अद्वितीय खेल निष्पादन के बाद हाल ही में अवकाश लिया है। 40 साल की उम्र में यह भारत रत्न के सबसे युवा ग्राहक हैं। सचिन तेंदुलकर ने बहुत सारे विश्व रिकॉर्ड क्रिकेट में कायम किए हैं। आपको यह पाठ कैसा लगा? क्या आपने महत्व का कुछ सीखा? क्या आपके समुदाय में भी इस प्रकार गणतंत्र दिवस का उत्सव मनाया जाता है? आपके विचार hindipod101.com पर लिखकर हमें जरूर बताइएगा। अगले पाठ में फिर मिलेंगे।
Now that you're finished with this lesson, don't forget, as a free bonus, you get over 30 conversation cheat sheets, but only if you sign up via the link in the description. You'll learn how to have flowing conversations and how to answer the most common questions. You can also print out these colorful cheat sheets to keep as physical study material. So don't miss out on this free gift. Click the link in the description and sign up for a free lifetime account to get your PDF cheat sheets. Hi, welcome to Introduction to Hindi. My name is Alicia, and I'm joined by...
Hi everyone, I'm Venus.
In this lesson, you'll learn the basics of Hindi writing.
To begin with, Hindi is written in Devanagari script.
Is it written from right to left or left to right?
Hindi is written from left to right, just like English. There is another interesting thing about Hindi, which is different from English.
What is that?
Hindi is a phonetic language. This means that it is written as it is spoken. In English, some of the spellings can be quite confusing for a learner. For example, the sound of the letter C in city is the same as the sound of the letter S in sit. At the same time, the sound of the letter C in city is different from the sound of the letter C in cup.
For someone who knows English, this isn't a difficult thing. But if you're learning the language, this can be confusing indeed while reading and writing.
But in Hindi, you don't have to worry about these things. If the sound is ka, you write k. If the sound is ku, you write ku.
This makes it quite easy to learn the script, doesn't it?
Yes, once you know the consonant and vowels, you can easily begin to read the script.
What about the punctuation marks? Are they different from English?
In Hindi, we use the same punctuation marks as in English. This means you use the same commas and question marks. So, nothing to worry about. However, the Hindi full stop is different from the English full stop.
Really? How do we make the Hindi full stop?
It appears like a vertical or standing line at the end of the sentence and is called a Purna Viram. Take this sentence, for example, written in Hindi script, मैं ठीक हूँ. Notice the vertical line at the end of the sentence. This is the Hindi full stop.
This one seems quite easy to make too.
Yes, indeed.
So, how about we go on to how the Hindi alphabets are written? In a previous lesson, we learned that Hindi has 33 consonants and 11 vowels.
You are absolutely correct. And we also learned most of the consonants during our pronunciation lesson.
How about we take a quick look at them and then go on to see how vowels modify the sounds of these consonants?
Sure. Here they are. K, kh, g, gh, n, ch, ch, j, jh, n, t, th, d, d, n, t, th, d, dh, n, p, ph, b, bh, m, y, r, l, v, sh, ksh, s, h.
Okay, great. The best way to learn the script is to practice reading and writing it as much as you can.
Yes, indeed.
So, how do vowels generally appear in Hindi script?
Let's start with how they are written individually. Here they are. A, A, I, U, E, O, Ri.
How do they appear when they're attached to a consonant?
Let's take a few words that use these vowels in the form of matras. Work, calm. See the vertical line between the letters K and M? This is the vowel A and is called A ki matra or matra of A. Whenever you notice this vertical line added to a consonant, you add the vowel A to that consonant. So, K becomes Ka. Let's try another. How much? Kitna? See this matra on the letter K? That is called choti I ki matra or I or matra of the small I. Whenever you see this matra on a consonant, add the vowel sound to the consonant and say it. So, K becomes Ki. Let's look at another word. Cat, Billy. See this matra on the letter L? This is called the badi I ki matra or E or matra of the big E. Here, L becomes Li. Here's another word. Dog, Kutta. Notice this matra on the letter K? This is the choti U ki matra or U or matra of the small U. This matra makes K, Ku. Let's now look at shoe, Juta. This matra below the letter J is the badi U ki matra or U or matra of the big U. This matra makes J, Ju. Now let's take apple, seb. The matra above the letter S is called the choti A ki matra or A or matra of the small A. This matra changes S to Se. Let's now take the word for money. Money, paisa. The matra above the letter P is called the badi A ki matra or A or matra of the big A. This changes P to Pa. Now, let's take a look at O and Au. Gold, Sona. The matra on the letter S is called the chote O ki matra or O or matra of the small O. This matra changes S to So. Who, Kaun. The matra on the letter K is called the badi U ki matra or O or matra of the big O. This matra modifies the sound of K to Kau. The vowel Ri appears slightly differently. Let's take a word we learnt in the first lesson. Please, Kripya. This matra below the letter K is called the Ri ki matra or the matra of Ri.
What else is there that we should know about the Hindi script?
There are two more things you will often notice in the Hindi script, and that's called the Anuswar and the Chandrabindu.
What does that look like?
The Anuswar appears as a dot, and the Chandrabindu is the moon dot. Notice the small dot along with the vowel A in ma or I. This is the Anuswar, and when it occurs at the end of the word, it nasalizes the vowel. When the dot appears before a letter in the middle of the word, it nasalizes the sound of that consonant. Let's check out the word for color, rang. Here the Anuswar makes it sound like the NG in the English word song. The Chandrabindu is no different than the Anuswar, and it works very similarly to it by nasalizing the vowel above which it is placed. For example, clocks, ghadiyan. Here, the Chandrabindu can be seen above the last vowel, A.
In this lesson, we learned how the Hindi full stop appears, and we also came to know that Hindi is a phonetic language and is spoken exactly as it's written. That makes things quite easy. We also learned how the consonants look and how the vowels look individually when they're attached to a consonant, and how their nasalized versions appear in written Hindi. We just learned the basics of Hindi writing. In the next lesson, we'll teach you some basic phrases in Hindi. See you in the next lesson. Bye!
Dhanyawad and Namaste.
Want to finally start speaking in your target language? In this guide, you'll discover the top 7 ways to practice speaking on your own with our lessons. Let's begin. Number 1, shadowing. Shadowing is a proven learning technique where all you do is repeat what you hear in order to practice speaking. So access any audio or video lesson on the site and press the play button to start. Then, as you listen or watch, just repeat the conversations. Or, even easier, read along out loud with the dialogue section. The script is right there in front of you. With our lessons, you can master entire conversations, just like that. Number 2, read out loud. I just mentioned it, but reading out loud is another powerful tactic and deserves its own mention. With every lesson, you get written transcripts and translations. So, as you play the lesson, read the dialogue out loud as you hear it. Why? By reading out loud, you're also practicing your speaking skills. You can do this with the lesson notes, the lesson transcript, or the dialogue tool. With the dialogue tool, you can listen to each line again and again, and repeat out loud until you master them all. Number 3, speed up your reading to speed up your speaking. Being able to speak without thinking is a sign of language mastery. If you're talking to a native and can respond quickly, they'll assume that you're fairly fluent. How can you do this? When you read out loud, try increasing your speed a little bit every time. So, start by reading with the dialogue tool. If you're like most learners, you'll read the first line slowly. That's because you're still getting used to the words, which is okay. Reread it. On your second try, you know most of the words, and you'll read a little faster. Reread it again. On your third try, you'll be even faster, at a native speaker's speed. And being able to read these phrases out loud and fast will help you speak fast. Number 4, record and compare yourself with native speakers. In order to sound like a native speaker, you must imitate native speakers. So here's how. Access the voice recorder, which is in the Dialogue Study tool in every lesson. Click on the microphone icon. Listen to the native speaker's audio, and then record yourself. You can then compare the 2 recordings side by side, and practice and try again and again until you perfect your pronunciation. Number 5, get feedback from our Premium Plus teacher. If you're learning by yourself and don't have access to real teachers, then you can always get feedback from our Premium Plus teachers. With the My Teacher tool, you can record yourself speaking and send the audio file to the teacher. They'll review it and tell you what to improve and how. That's it. Number 6, Level up your speaking with Premium Plus assignments. With Premium Plus, you can also get assignments that cover reading, writing, listening, and even speaking from your teacher. These assignments can be tailored to your goals and needs. You get a new one every week, or anytime you're ready for a new one. Number 7, get even more lessons in the lesson library. If you want even more lessons on speaking and conversations, visit our lesson library and under Category, choose Conversation. You'll get all of the pathways and lessons that are focused on speaking. If you enjoyed these tips, hit the like button, share it with anyone who's trying to learn a language, and subscribe to our channel. We release new videos every week. And if you're ready to finally learn language the fast, fun, and easy way, and start speaking from your very first lesson, get our complete learning program. Sign up for your free lifetime account right now. Click the link in the description. I'll see you next time. Bye! Hi! Welcome to Introduction to Hindi. My name is Alicia, and I'm joined by...
Hi everyone, I am Venus.
In this lesson, you'll learn the basics of Hindi pronunciation.
Just like English, Hindi also has consonants and vowels.
Hindi has 33 main consonants and 11 vowels. If you learn the sounds of these consonants and vowels, you'll be able to pronounce every single word in Hindi.
There are also 2 additional consonants and 2 additional vowels, as well as few conjuncts, but you don't have to worry about them right now.
Yes, because once you're comfortable with the 33 main consonants and the 11 vowels, the rest will come pretty easily.
It may seem like a difficult task, but actually you already know many of these sounds in English.
So, how about we first take a look at some of the consonants in Hindi?
Yes, let's begin with some unaspirated consonants along with their aspirated counterparts.
We won't be working on the consonants in the order they occur in the Hindi alphabet system simply because some of them are more commonly used than others. We'll take a look at these in order when we get to the lesson on writing.
Hindi consonants are known as Vyanjan.
Yes, you're already familiar with many of them because the sounds already exist in English or are quite similar to certain sounds in English.
For example, the first consonant in Hindi is K, which is similar to the English letter K.
But the next one doesn't exist in English.
Yes, this one is K. When you say it without aspiration, you get K. But when you say it with aspiration, it becomes K.
Interesting. But let me first explain what aspirated and unaspirated sounds are. In very simple words, we can say that aspirated sounds are spoken with a burst of air, and an unaspirated sound isn't.
For example, the sound of the letter H in the English word hat. Saying this sound involves a forceful expulsion of air. Try it yourself. Ha.
Ha.
In Hindi, when you say K, there is no forceful expulsion of air. But when you say K, you will feel yourself expelling the air from your mouth. Try it yourself and see the difference. K, K. Next, let's take a look at G, which is the same as the sound of the letter G in the English word game. Yes, when you say G without aspiration, you get G. But when you say it with aspiration, you get G.
Yes, that's the next consonant. It works the same way for some other consonants too.
Yes, like Ch is the same as the CH in the English word chain, without aspiration. When you say Ch with aspiration, it becomes Ch. Similarly, we have J and J, T and Th, D and Dh, T and Th, D and Dh, P and P, B and Bh.
But what about the other consonants?
Definitely, that doesn't complete our list of consonant sounds. Now, Let's take a look at some of the other consonants and how they sound. Let's first take a look at the consonant H. It sounds like the letter H in the English word hug. We also have Y, which is like the sound of the letter Y in the English word yak.
There are two letters that sound like the SH in the English word share.
Yes, these are sh and sh. They sound the same when spoken. We will use the small letter s to denote them both from now on. We also have a sound that is similar to the English letter s, like in the word sun. This is s. This one is s, and we will use the capital S from now on when we refer to it.
Okay, what's next?
We also have N. N is just the sound of the English letter N. R is the same as the sound of the letter R in rat. L is the same as the sound of the letter L in lamb. M is the same as the sound of the letter M in marsh. V is the same as the sound of the letter W in work.
Are there any other consonants in Hindi that we haven't discussed?
We also have N.
This may seem to be a difficult sound as it doesn't exist in English.
Just try saying N, but roll back your tongue slightly. N.
But aren't we still missing two consonants?
Yes, we are. We also have N and N. But we don't have to worry much about them since they aren't used alone ever.
So now that we've taken a look at the consonants, how about we take a quick look at the vowels too?
The Hindi vowels are known as swar.
There are 11 main vowels in Hindi, and most of them are the same as in English.
For example, A is like the sound of the letter A in the English word apply. A is like the sound of the letter A in the word father. E is like the letter I in tin. E is like the letters E in C. Then we have U, which is like the letter U in put. And U is like the sound of the letters O in room. A is like the A in May. A is like the sound of the letter A in hat. We also have O and O. O sounds like the O in box, and O sounds like the letters AW in sa. We also have another vowel which is Ri, something like the RI in riddle. We actually learned a word in the last lesson which uses Ri, Kripaya, which means please.
Indeed! So, how are vowels used in Hindi?
Hindi vowels can be used alone or in the form of a matra or vowel signs where it modifies a consonant. A good example where both the forms can be used in a single word is the Hindi word acha, meaning good or okay. Acha. A. The first letter A is a standalone form of the vowel A. Cha. But if you see the matra at the end, after the letter ch, the vowel A here is modifying the consonant ch. This means that the sound now becomes ch plus a, cha. Let's see how the vowels modify the consonant k. It can become ka, ki, ku, ke, ko.
That's a lot that we learned about the sounds in Hindi.
It may seem as too much to learn in the beginning, but as you continue to practice, things will get easier.
True. The best thing to do is practice, practice, and practice. In this lesson, we learned that in Hindi there are 33 consonants and 11 vowels.
Consonants are called Vyanjan in Hindi and vowels are called Swar.
The vowels have a standalone version, and when they're attached to a consonant, they modify its sound.
So, in the word Acha, the first A is a standalone form of the vowel A, but the last vowel A appears in the form of a modifier and turns Ch into Cha.
Among the consonants, we realized that there are forms that are already present in English. When we say these consonants without aspiration, we get one consonant. When we say them with aspiration, we get another consonant, which generally doesn't exist in English.
For example, K is a consonant, and when we say it with aspiration, it becomes another consonant, Kh.
We just learned the basics of pronunciation in Hindi in this lesson, and in the next lesson, we'll learn the basics of Hindi grammar. See you in the next lesson. Bye!
Dhanyawad and Namaste.
Namaste, welcome to HindiPod101.com, the easiest, quickest and smartest way to learn Hindi online. My name is Anuj Khurana and today we are going to discuss 25 verbs in Hindi. So let's begin. Hona, to be. So first verb is hona, which means to be. आप कहाँ पर हो? Where are you? के पास होना, to have. Our next verb is के पास होना, आपके पास होना, which means to have. मेरे पास एक कुत्ता है. I have a pet dog. करना, to do. Our next verb is करना, which means to do. चलो मिलके jogging करते हैं. Come on, let's do jogging together. बोलना, to say. Our next verb is बोलना, which means to say. राहुल ने क्या बोला? What did Rahul say? समझाना, to explain. समझाना, which means to explain. क्या आपने अपने दादाजी को समझाया? Did you explain it to your grandfather? सुनना, to hear. Our next verb is सुनना, which means to hear. क्या आपने वो आवाज सुनी? Did you hear that sound? जाना, to go. Our next verb is जाना. जाना, which means to go. सुमन school जाएगी. Suman will go to school. जानना, to know. Okay, so moving on, our next verb is जानना, जानना, which means to know. क्या आप French जानते हैं? Do you know French? लेना, to take. लेना, which means to take. नीतिका अपने साथ अपने कुत्ते को लेकर गई. Nitika has taken her dog along with her. देखना, to see. Next verb is देखना, which means to see. रोहन एक फिल्म देखने गया है. Rohan has gone to watch a movie. आना, to come. Okay, so our next verb is आना, which means to come. आज महिमा आएंगी. Today, Mahima will come. सोचना, to think. Our next verb is सोचना, which means to think. मैं आपको सोचकर बताता हूँ. Let me think and I'll get back to you. देखना, to look. Our next word is देखना, which means to see. यहाँ से सारा शहर दिखाई देता है. We can see the whole city from here. चाहना, to want. Next verb is चाहना, to want. आप क्या लेना चाहेंगे? What would you like to have? देना, to give. देना, देना which means to give. मुझे वो फाइल दे दीजिए. Please hand over that file to me. Or please give that file to me. इस्तेमाल करना to use. Our next verb is इस्तेमाल करना which means to use. मेरी दादी को कंप्यूटर इस्तेमाल करना आता है. My grandmother knows how to use computer. ढूंढना to find. Next verb is ढूंढना to find. मानव अपना फोन ढूंढ रहा है. मानव is looking for his phone. बताना to tell. बताना which means to tell. मुझे वो कहानी दोबारा से बताना. Please tell me that story again. पूछना to ask. पूछना पूछना which means to ask. मुझे आपसे कुछ पूछना है. I want to ask you something. काम करना to work. Our next verb is काम करना which means to work. राम काम कर रहा है. राम is working. लगना to seem. लगना to seem. दीवारों पर यह रंग काफी गूढ़ा लग रहा है. This color seems to be very dark on the walls. So we are going to discuss the same word again because it can be taken in different context also. So lagna can be taken as are you feeling it? Lagna is the Hindi verb which can be taken as to feel. क्या आपको गर्मी लग रही है? Are you feeling hot here? So lagna can be taken in two different ways. कोशिश करना to try. कोशिश करना which means to try. मैं पढ़ाई करने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ. I'm trying to study. निकलना to leave. Our next verb is निकलना which means to leave. वो अभी घर से निकला है. He has just left from home. बुलाना to call out. Our next verb is बुलाना which means to call out. तुम्हारी मम्मी तुम्हें बुला रही हैं. Your mom is calling out for you. समझना to understand. So next verb is समझना to understand. मुझे फारसी समझ नहीं आती. I do not understand Farsi. So that's all from today's lesson. So these were the verbs which are most commonly used in Hindi and they're gonna help you a lot to understand others what they are saying. I hope you have enjoyed our video and if you did so, please click on the like button and you can also subscribe to our channel which is hindipod101.com. If there's any kind of feedback or any comments you want to leave, you can just write them down in the comments section. I will be back with more videos. Till then, you can also visit to our website which is www.hindipod101.com. Stay tuned. I'll be back with more videos. Till then, goodbye. Take care.
Hi everyone! Do you know how to say thank you in Hindi? In this lesson, you'll learn 3 different ways to say it. Let's start with the easiest one.
धन्यवाद. धन्यवाद.
Another way to say thank you is
शुक्रिया. शुक्रिया.
Finally, here's a third way to express your gratitude.
बड़ी मेहरबानी. बड़ी मेहरबानी.
Okay, let's wrap up this lesson by recapping what we've learned.
धन्यवाद. धन्यवाद, शुक्रिया, शुक्रिया, बड़ी मेहरबानी, बड़ी मेहरबानी.
Well done! You just learned 3 different ways to say thank you in Hindi. And if you really want to become fluent and speak Hindi from the very first lesson, go to hindipod101.com. See you next time!
नमस्ते, हिंदी पॉड 101.com में स्वागत है।
नमस्ते, मेरा नाम प्रेरणा है। आपसे मिलकर खुशी हुई। हाय, माय नेम इज प्रेरणा। नाइस टू मीट यू। वेलकम टू hindipod101.com's Hindi in 3 minutes, the fastest, easiest and most fun way to learn Hindi. In the last lesson, we learned how to count in Hindi. I hope you spent some time practicing the numbers because they'll come in handy today. We're going to learn how to go shopping in India. Before we go, you need to know how to say how much is this? इसका भाव क्या है? इसका भाव क्या है? Are you ready to go shopping in India? Let's go. You see something you like and want to ask the shopkeeper how much it costs. The first thing to say to a shopkeeper is माफ कीजिए. Do you remember what that means? Excuse me. माफ कीजिए, इसका भाव क्या है? माफ कीजिए, इसका भाव क्या है? If we want to be more specific when asking how much is this and refer to a certain type of object, we just need to insert the object in between the word iska, between is and ka. Let's see an example. Suppose you want to buy a hat in the market. Hat in Hindi is topi. So, how much is this hat? इस टोपी का भाव क्या है? इस टोपी का भाव क्या है? But what if you want to buy several hats? Then you'd have to use a new word, inka, which means these. Excuse me, how much are these? In Hindi is माफ कीजिए, इनका भाव क्या है? माफ कीजिए, इनका भाव क्या है? At this point, the shopkeeper can answer by saying इसका दाम plus the cost plus है, or ये plus the cost plus का plus है. For example, इसका दाम 50 रुपए है, और ये 50 रुपए का है. What number is 50? I'm not telling you. Okay, it's 50. It costs 50 rupees. Now it's time for Prerna's points. Another very common way of asking how much is it is ये कितने का है? And if you want to be more specific and mention the thing you want to know the price of, all you need to do is insert the object after ये सेब कितने का है? Which means how much is this apple? At this point, can you count rupees in Hindi? We are going to learn how to do this and much more in the next lesson. I'll be waiting for you in our next Hindi in 3 minutes lesson. फिर मिलेंगे. See you then.
नमस्ते, हिंदी पॉड 101.com में स्वागत है।
नमस्ते, मेरा नाम प्रेरणा है। Hi everybody, my name is Prerna. Welcome to hindipod101.com's Hindi in 3 minutes, the fastest, easiest and most fun way to learn Hindi. In the last lesson, we learned the phrase क्या आप अंग्रेजी बोलते हैं? Do you speak English? In this lesson, we are going to learn how to apologize in Hindi. There are a number of ways to apologize, but in a formal situation, you should use माफ कीजिए. माफ कीजिए. The first word, maaf, literally means forgive, and कीजिए is a polite form of the verb meaning please do. Thus, this expression actually means something like forgive me, please. Now let's hear it again. माफ कीजिए. You use maaf kijiye when you might have said or done something offensive, wrong, or embarrassing. Sometimes you'll also hear people say kshama kijiye, kshama kijiye. This means please excuse me or I'm sorry. In Hindi, we have many synonyms for a single expression, usually a more colloquial Urdu form and a Sanskrit form, which is used in more formal situations. This is the case with I'm sorry as well. Maaf kijiye is the Urdu form and the corresponding Sanskrit form in Hindi is kshama kijiye. The informal way to say I'm sorry is maaf karo. Maaf karo. Similarly, we could also say kshama karo. Kshama karo. Let's review. Maaf kijiye or kshama kijiye is a formal I'm sorry or excuse me. Maaf karo or kshama karo is the informal I'm sorry or excuse me. These are all versatile phrases with a few different meanings depending on the situation. Whether you're trying to get someone's attention for a question, or making your way through a crowded area, or apologizing for stepping on someone's foot, these are all phrases you could use. Now, what if someone says maaf kijiye or kshama kijiye to you after having done something wrong? How would you respond? In this case, you could say koi baat nahi. Koi baat nahi. This means something like it doesn't matter. Koi baat nahi. Now it's time for Prerna's points. If someone bumps into you on the streets in India, don't expect an excuse me, especially in the big cities. Big crowds are very common and so is bumping into each other. Indians are usually very friendly people, but this does not seem like something worthy of an apology. Unless someone pushes you over so hard you fall on the ground, keep walking. Are you able to count in Hindi? In the next lesson, we will learn the numbers in Hindi from 1 to 10. I'll be waiting for you in our next lesson. Shukriya और फिर मिलेंगे.
Hello everyone, welcome back to HindiPod101.com, the easiest, smartest and quickest way to learn Hindi online. My name is Anuj Khurana and today we are going to learn the most commonly used words in Hindi. Namaste. Hello. So our first word is Namaste. So this is a very courteous way of saying hello in Hindi. So whenever we want to greet someone in Hindi, we just fold our hands and say Namaste, which means hello in English. Suprabhat. Good morning. Moving on to the next word, which is Suprabhat, which means good morning. Shubh Ratri. Good night. Shubh Ratri, which means good night. Shubh Sandhya. Good evening. Shubh Sandhya, which means good evening. Aapka naam kya hai? What is your name? Moving on to the next set of words, which is Aapka naam kya hai? Which means in English, what is your name? Main hu. I am. So to reply to this question, we can always answer like Mera naam Anuj Khurana hai. My name is Anuj Khurana. आपसे मिलकर खुशी हुई. Nice to meet you. आपको मिलके खुशी हुई. Nice to meet you. आप कैसे हैं? How are you? So our next set of words is asking someone that how they are doing. आप कैसे हैं? How are you? जी मैं ठीक हूँ. और आप? I'm fine, thanks. And you? So to reply to this question, we can always answer like मैं ठीक हूँ. I'm fine, thank you. कृपया, please. कृपया, which means please. Whenever we are requesting someone, we always use this word कृपया कृपया आप मुझे अपना पेन दे दीजिए. Please give me your pen. So always remember, कृपया is a very courteous way of saying please. धन्यवाद. Thank you. Our next word is thank you. धन्यवाद. धन्यवाद आपने मुझे यहाँ पर बुलाया. Thank you for inviting me here. कोई बात नहीं. You're welcome. कोई बात नहीं, which means you're welcome. So whenever someone is saying thank you to us, like धन्यवाद in Hindi, we can always address them like कोई बात नहीं. You're welcome. हाँ, yes. So the next word is हाँ, which means yes. हाँ, मेरा नाम अनुज खुराना है. Yes, my name is Anuj Khurana. नहीं, no. So opposite to yes, the next word is no. नहीं. नहीं, मैं आज डिनर नहीं खाऊंगा. No, I'm not going to have dinner tonight. ठीक है. Okay. ठीक है, which means okay in English. ठीक है, आज आप थोड़ा लेट आ जाना. Okay, you can come a bit late today. मुझे माफ कीजिएगा. Excuse me. मुझे माफ कीजिएगा, which means excuse me. मुझे क्षमा करें. I'm sorry. मुझे क्षमा करें, which means please forgive me. मुझे क्षमा करें, आज मैं थोड़ा लेट हूँ. Please forgive me, I'm a bit late today. शौचालय कहाँ है? Where is the restroom? शौचालय कहाँ है? Which means where is the restroom? एक मिनट रुकिए. Wait a moment. Our next set of words are एक मिनट रुकिए, which means wait a moment. एक मिनट रुकिए, मैं अभी वापस आता हूँ. Wait a moment, I'll be back. यह कितने का है? How much is this? यह कितना है? How much is it? It is like asking someone like, how much is this? How much is this number? यह कितना है? क्या मुझे चेक मिल सकता है? Can I get the check, please? क्या मुझे चेक मिल सकता है? Which means, can I get the check, please? बधाई हो. Congratulations. बधाई हो, which means congratulations. बधाई हो, आप हिंदी पॉड 101 से हिंदी सीख रहे हैं. Congratulations, you are learning Hindi from hindipod101.com. फिर मिलेंगे. See you later. फिर मिलेंगे, which means see you again. अपना ध्यान रखिएगा. Take care. Coming to the end of this lesson, so our next word is अपना ध्यान रखिएगा, which means take care. Alvida. Goodbye. So the last word for this lesson is alvida. Goodbye. Alvida, हम जल्द ही मिलेंगे. Goodbye, we're gonna meet again. So that's all from today's lesson, and I hope you all enjoyed learning these new words, which are quite easy, and these are the words which are most commonly used in Hindi. I hope you liked our video, and if you did so, please click on the like button and subscribe to our channel, which is hindipod101.com. Stay tuned for more videos. I'll be back with few more Hindi lessons to make you learn Hindi while you are sitting at home. Goodbye, take care.
Hi, welcome to Introduction to Hindi. My name is Alicia, and I'm joined by...
Hi everyone, I'm Venus.
In this lesson, you'll learn the basics of Hindi grammar.
Did you know that Hindi doesn't use articles?
Really? That means you don't have to worry about where to put a and where to add an and where to use the.
Yes. Doesn't that make things easier?
It definitely does. What about gender? How is it indicated in Hindi?
Firstly, there is no he or she in Hindi. You can use the same pronoun for both genders.
Great!
But the verbs do change depending on the gender of the person speaking and the gender of the person you are speaking to.
Oh, that is quite complicated.
Not really. It is usually quite simple. If a verb uses e at the end, it means it is feminine. But if it uses a at the end, it means it is masculine. We will go through a few examples later in this lesson to find out just how easy it is.
Also, in Hindi, there is no neutral gender. Every object is either masculine or feminine.
Yes, so an auto rickshaw is masculine and a bus is feminine.
But there isn't a need to worry about getting the gender of all objects correct in the beginning. This is something you'll catch on to as you go on learning Hindi. How about we look at an example of verbs and how they change based on gender? Let's begin with the verb to do.
Sure, in Hindi, to do is karna. If you are female, you would say karti, and if you are male, you would say karta. So, the last vowel changes. It is e for females and a for males. Yes, the same goes when you address someone. If they are female, use e at the end of the verb, and if they are male, use a at the end.
Okay, so we don't have to worry about articles, we don't have to worry about pronouns being gender-based, but we have to be concerned about verbs being based on gender?
Yes, that's right.
How about we go on and take a look at some personal pronouns now?
In Hindi, the first person singular pronoun is main.
And it doesn't matter whether you're female or male. You can use the same pronoun.
Yes, the first person plural pronoun is hum.
While there's only one first-person singular pronoun in Hindi, there are 3 second-person singular pronouns, right?
Yes, they are tu, tum and aap. Tu is used in a very informal way, something you will use with a very close friend. Tum is also informal, but not as much as tu. It is something you may want to use with a friend, a close colleague, your kids, your siblings, or even your spouse. But aap is the formal form of address. It is something that you would like to use at your office while addressing your parents, strangers, or your elders. The interesting thing is that you can use tum and aap as the second person plural too. But generally, a word like all or people is added to tum and aap to make the second person plural. So, you could say tum log or aap log, where log means people. Or you could say tum sab or aap sab, where sab means all.
Good. So we learned 2 more words here, for people and all.
Yes, log means people and sab means all. Let's check the third person singular now. For he, she, it, this, we use ye. And for he, she, it, that, we use veh. The plural will be ye for these and veh for those.
So, how about we try and make some sentences now?
Sure, we can. But before we actually go on to forming sentences, we will need to know a little more about the various forms of the verb to be.
Of course, to be is an important verb not only in Hindi but also in English. Without knowing about how to use it, it's very difficult to form sentences. Imagine having no am, are, were, was, have, or has in English. There would be no sentences. So, what is to be in Hindi?
It is hona.
How would we say I am in Hindi?
For I am, होना changes to हूँ. मैं हूँ. We are becomes हम. हम हैं. Where होना changes to है. With तुम you use हैं. And तुम you use हो. And with आप you use है.
That means the to be form is the same for plural and for respectful address.
Yes, it is हैं.
Does it change depending on whether a man speaks or a woman?
No, it doesn't. We have 3 versions of होना, and these are हूँ, हैं, हैं.
Great! So now we can make a sentence.
Definitely.
How would you say, I am Alicia?
That would be मैं अलीशा हूँ. So, the order of the words is I, Alicia, am, or pronoun, noun, verb.
That means, unlike English, the noun comes before the verb in Hindi.
Yes, indeed.
Let's try out a few more sentences. How about, I am good? How would we say that in Hindi?
मैं अच्छा हूँ if you are male. मैं अच्छी हूँ if you are female. Did you notice how for males the word good becomes अच्छा and for females it becomes अच्छी?
Yes, indeed. What about the plural version of the Hindi word for good?
That would be अच्छे. This would also be used if you are using a respectful address for a male. आप अच्छे हैं. Generally, the respectful form when addressing males is the same as the plural version.
That makes things quite simple. But good is an adjective. Does that mean that all adjectives also change depending on the gender?
Not always, but sometimes they do. You will pick this up as you practice the language more and more.
Okay, but what about past tense?
Was becomes था, or थे, or थी.
So, how would you say, how are you?
आप कैसे हैं? और आप कैसी हैं?
And how would you answer that?
मैं अच्छा हूँ if you are male, और मैं अच्छी हूँ if you are female.
Wow, we learned a lot about Hindi grammar today. Let's recap what we've learned in this lesson. In this lesson, we learned that there are no articles in Hindi. The pronouns are not gender-based, but the verbs are never neutral. They're always masculine or feminine. We also learned that you can use 3 variations of the word you, depending on whether you want to use a formal, informal, or a little more informal version. We also learned how the verb to be changes depending on whether the sentence is singular, plural, formal, or informal. And of course, we also learned how to say, how are you? And how to answer this very important question. We just learned the basics of Hindi grammar. In the next lesson, we'll learn the basics of Hindi writing. See you in the next lesson. Bye!
धन्यवाद and namaste.
Namaste, welcome to HindiPod101.com, the easiest way of learning Hindi online. My name is Anuj Khurana and today I'm going to tell you how to say I love you in Hindi. Yes, you heard it right. Today you are going to learn how to say I love you in Hindi and also a special phrase for a special day, which is Valentine's Day. So let's start with the most commonly used phrase, which is मैं तुम्हें प्यार करता हूँ. मैं तुम्हें प्यार करता हूँ, which means I love you. You need to understand that this is a direct phrase. So you should use this only when you are confessing your love. I'll repeat this one again. मैं तुम्हें प्यार करता हूँ. Okay, so if you want to be less direct, then you can use this phrase. तुम मेरे लिए बहुत महत्व रखती हो। तुम मेरे लिए बहुत महत्व रखती हो, which means you mean a lot to me. तुम मेरे लिए बहुत महत्व रखती हो। Well, if you are a romantic person and you want to be romantic to express yourself, this is the phrase for you. शब्द आपके लिए मेरे प्यार का वर्णन नहीं कर सकते। शब्द आपके लिए मेरे प्यार का वर्णन नहीं कर सकते, which means words cannot describe my love for you. So you have just learned 3 ways of saying I love you in Hindi, but what if you want to spend your Valentine's with someone special? So then this is the phrase for you if you want to ask someone to spend their Valentine with you. क्या तुम मेरी Valentine's बनोगी? क्या तुम मेरी Valentine's बनोगी? Which means, will you be my Valentine? So let's wrap up this lesson by recapping what all we have learned today. Just listen to all the phrases and words and repeat them after me. I love you. मैं तुम्हें प्यार करता हूँ. मैं तुम्हें प्यार करता हूँ. You mean so much to me. तुम मेरे लिए बहुत महत्व रखती हो. तुम मेरे लिए बहुत महत्व रखती हो. Words can't describe my love for you. शब्द आपके लिए मेरे प्यार का वर्णन नहीं कर सकते हैं. शब्द आपके लिए मेरे प्यार का वर्णन नहीं कर सकते हैं. Will you be my Valentine? क्या तुम मेरी वैलेंटाइन बनोगी? क्या तुम मेरी वैलेंटाइन बनोगी? So here is a quick fun fact for you all. In most of the countries, the most commonly used gift is chocolate, but not in India. In India, people exchange cards more than giving chocolates. So if you have your loved one in India, write a letter in Hindi. Your loved one will be happy to receive it rather than any other gifts. Well, you have just learned 3 different ways of saying I love you in Hindi and a special phrase for Valentine's Day. Also, don't forget to download your free cheat sheet on how to be a good lover in India, including words for romance, compliments, and pickup lines. Check out the description below and go to hindipod101.com now. I'll see you all next time. Till then, goodbye, take care, namaste, bye-bye.
नमस्ते, हिंदी पॉड 101.com में स्वागत है.
नमस्ते, मेरा नाम प्रेरणा है. आपसे मिलकर खुशी हुई. Hi, my name is Prerna. Nice to meet you. Welcome to HindiPod101.com's Hindi in 3 minutes, the fastest, easiest, and most fun way to learn Hindi. In this series, we're going to learn basic Hindi expressions. It's super easy and it only takes 3 minutes. In this lesson, you're going to learn how to introduce yourself in Hindi. There are only 2 sentences you need to know. Namaste, मेरा नाम प्रेरणा है. आपसे मिलकर खुशी हुई. Hi, my name is Prerna. Nice to meet you. Start by saying Namaste. Then say मेरा नाम, then your name, and then say है. Please repeat after me. Namaste. मेरा नाम, प्रेरणा है. Finally, say आप से मिलकर खुशी हुई. Together we have नमस्ते. मेरा नाम प्रेरणा है. आपसे मिलकर खुशी हुई. Let's take a closer look at the first sentence. The first word is namaste. Namaste in Hindi is equivalent to hello, which can be used at any time of the day. Next is mera. The word mera means my. This is a way to refer to yourself, which can be used by both men and women. Next, we have naam. The word naam means name. Then you say your name. And finally, we have hai. Hai is attached to the end of the sentence and literally means to exist. In the first sentence, we have the construction mera plus naam plus your name plus hai. The structure of simple Hindi sentences is different from English. In Hindi, the word order is subject, object, verb. The second sentence we have is aapse milkar khushi hui. Aapse milkar khushi hui can be used by both men and women. It means nice to meet you. It's used when meeting someone for the first time. Aap se milkar khushi hui. Aap se milkar khushi hui. Now it's time for Prerna's points. Indian people don't generally shake hands. You're better off using the namaste gesture. However, in a business situation, you might want to use a handshake. Shaking hands is more common in big cities where Western customs are more familiar. Do you know how we say thank you in Hindi? You will learn how to say this and many other words in the next lesson. Fir milenge. See you then.
नमस्ते. हिंदी पॉड 101.com में स्वागत है.
Namaste. मेरा नाम प्रेरणा है. Hi everybody. My name is Prerna. Welcome to HindiPod101.com's Hindi in 3 minutes. The fastest, easiest and most fun way to learn Hindi. In the last lesson, we learned the most common forms of greeting in Hindi. Do you remember them? In this lesson, we are going to learn a very useful phrase. Do you speak English? If you find yourself in a situation where you need assistance in English, this phrase can be a lifesaver. And because you're asking it in Hindi, you can be sure that everyone will understand what you are saying, even if their answer is no. Let's start with a formal expression. First, though, we need to make a note that in Hindi, verbs change depending on the number and gender of the noun. So, when asking a man if he speaks English, you would say, क्या आप अंग्रेजी बोलते हैं? क्या आप अंग्रेजी बोलते हैं? But to ask a woman if she speaks English, you'd say, क्या आप अंग्रेजी बोलती हैं? क्या आप अंग्रेजी बोलती हैं? Let's have a closer look at this sentence by breaking it down. क्या? Kya is a question marker which comes at the beginning of the sentence. Next is aap. Aap means you. This is the respectful word for you and is used in formal situations. You should always use it with people you don't know or with elders. Next we have Angrezi. Angrezi means English. Next is bolte. Bolte means to speak. It is used when the subject is masculine. Use bolti when the subject is feminine. And finally, hain. Hain is a sentence ending particle used with a formal you. Once more, for a man, it's क्या आप अंग्रेजी बोलते हैं? क्या आप अंग्रेजी बोलते हैं? And for women, क्या आप अंग्रेजी बोलती हैं? क्या आप अंग्रेजी बोलती हैं? We are now going to make this sentence informal. First, we need to use the informal version of you, which is tum. If we change the word for you, we will also change the sentence ending particle to ho. Everything else stays the same. When speaking to younger people, it's acceptable to use the informal form. in which case you will say क्या तुम अंग्रेजी बोलते हो to ask a young man or a boy, or क्या तुम अंग्रेजी बोलती हो to ask a young woman or a girl. Again, for a boy, क्या तुम अंग्रेजी बोलते हो, and for a girl, क्या तुम अंग्रेजी बोलती हो. The responses you will receive could be one of these three. हाँ, yes, हाँ, थोड़ी बहुत, a little, थोड़ी बहुत, नहीं, no I don't, नहीं. Now let's review one more time. To ask a man in a formal situation if he knows English, we would say क्या आप अंग्रेजी बोलते हैं? To ask a woman in a formal situation if she knows English, we would say क्या आप अंग्रेजी बोलती हैं? To ask a man in an informal situation if he knows English, we would say क्या तुम अंग्रेजी बोलते हो? To ask a woman in an informal situation if she knows English, we would say क्या तुम अंग्रेजी बोलती हो? Now it's time for Prerna's points. India was once for a long time part of the British Empire, and so today English is one of the national languages of India. When visiting tourist areas, you are sure to meet many people who can communicate with you in English. Still, a large part of the population can't understand English, and you can never go wrong if you learn the local language. How do you say I'm sorry in Hindi? In the next lesson, we'll learn ways to apologize. It's never too late to show your good manners with Indian people. I'll see you in our next lesson. फिर मिलेंगे.
नमस्ते, हिंदी पॉड 101.com में स्वागत है.
नमस्ते, मेरा नाम प्रेरणा है. Hi everybody, my name is Prerna. Welcome to HindiPod101.com's Hindi in 3 minutes, the fastest, easiest and most fun way to learn Hindi. In the last lesson, we learned how to introduce ourselves in Hindi. In this lesson, we're going to learn how to use good manners when we thank people. क्या आप तैयार हैं? Are you ready? तो चलिए शुरू करें. So let's begin. There are several ways to thank someone, but let's start with the easiest. It's just one word. Dhanyavad. Dhanyavad. Dhanyavad means thank you. You can emphasize dhanyavad by adding bahut, which means very much. So it becomes bahut dhanyavad. Bahut dhanyavad. In Hindi, there are other ways to express one's gratitude. Dhanyavad comes from Sanskrit and it sounds quite formal. That's why some people prefer to use Urdu expressions, which are felt to be more colloquial. A more colloquial expression for thank you in Hindi is shukriya. Shukriya can also be preceded by bahut, which means very much. Bahut shukriya. Bahut shukriya. So now you have learned how to say thank you in Hindi. But how will you reply if someone else says thank you to you? In Hindi, your welcome is sometimes expressed as swagat hai. The expression swagat hai means welcome. Swagat hai. You can also respond to someone who has thanked you by using another expression. This is koi baat nahi, which literally means it's nothing. Koi baat nahi. So, when someone says dhanyavad to you, you can simply reply with swagat hai or koi baat nahi. Now it's time for Prerna's points. Just as with the expressions for thank you and please, Indians do not always use you're welcome in everyday situations. It's a concept literally translated from English. Native speakers often show politeness simply by using polite pronouns and verb forms while speaking. Do you know what fir milenge means? In our next lesson, you'll learn this and other greetings in Hindi. Shukriya or fir milenge.
नमस्ते, हिंदी पॉड 101.com में स्वागत है।
नमस्ते, मेरा नाम प्रेरणा है। Hi everybody, my name is Prerna. Welcome to HindiPod101.com's Hindi in 3 minutes, the fastest, easiest and most fun way to learn Hindi. In the last lesson, we learned how to show gratitude to people by saying Dhanyavad. In this lesson, we'll learn some of the most common greetings used in India. क्या आप तैयार हैं? Are you ready? तो चलिए शुरू करें. So, let's begin. Let's start with a greeting you're sure to have heard before. Namaste. This is a word that is so closely associated with India and Indian culture that it has become famous all over the world. Namaste. Namaste. The word namaste is made out of two Sanskrit words, nama and te, which have been joined to mean I salute you. We use namaste as a formal as well as a friendly greeting. It's used when people meet at any time of the day, morning, noon, or evening. A slightly more formal variation on namaste, which you may or may not have heard before, is namaskar. Namaskar. Use this and you'll surely impress your Indian friends. In Hindi, using different greetings for each time of the day is not very common. When talking with friends, we usually just use the English phrases. But there are equivalent Hindi versions. They're just not used that often. If you meet someone before noon, you can say Suprabhat. Suprabhat. For later in the day, you can say Shubh Sandhya. Shubh Sandhya. But for most of the time, you can just say Namaste and not worry about it. As we learned in this lesson, Namaste can mean both hello and goodbye. However, this is not the only way of saying goodbye in Hindi. A parting expression that we can use for all occasions is Fir milenge, which means see you. Fir milenge. Fir milenge. The first word fir means again, and the second word milenge means we will meet. Let's look at one more expression, alvida. Alvida is an Urdu word which means goodbye. Alvida. It is an appropriate choice when parting for a long time. Now, it's time for Prerna's points. The easiest way of saying your goodbyes in Hindi is by using Namaste. Take a slight bow with folded hands and say Namaste. Namaste and Namaskar both come from Sanskrit and mean something like I honor you or I bow to you. In the next lesson, we'll learn the meaning of the phrase क्या आप अंग्रेजी बोलते हैं? Do you already know it? We'll be waiting to talk about it with you in our next Hindi in 3 minutes lesson. फिर मिलेंगे.
नमस्ते, हिंदी पॉड 101.com में स्वागत है।
नमस्ते, मेरा नाम प्रेरणा है। आपसे मिलकर खुशी हुई। Hi, my name is Prerna. Nice to meet you. Welcome to HindiPod101.com's Hindi in 3 minutes, the fastest, easiest and most fun way to learn Hindi. In the last lesson, we learned the numbers from 1 to 10. Have you forgotten? Here I'll tell you again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. And now let's continue from 11. 11, 11, 12, 12, 13, 13, 14, 14, 15, 15, 16, 16, 17, 17, 18, 18, 19, 19, and finally we have 20, 20. Okay, now repeat after me. I'll say the numbers and give you time to repeat each one. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Hindi numbers from 1 to 100 are quite irregular with no definite pattern. So the only way to learn them is to memorize them. It might seem daunting at first, but you'll soon recognize a rough pattern. Let's get started with the tens. 30, 30, 40, 40, 50, 50, 60, 60, 70, 70, 80, 80, 90, 90, 100, 100. While you have to memorize many of the numbers, there is a trick that will make memorizing them incredibly easy. Notice that 30 is 30 and 40 is 40. Do you remember what 3 and 4 are in Hindi? Well, let me remind you. 3 is 3 and 4 is 4. As you can see, the sound T of 3, which is 3, is used in 30 or 30. 3, 30. Similarly, the sound cha in 4, which is 4, is used in 40 or 40. 4, 40. 5 in Hindi is 5, while 50 is 50. The common sound is pa. However, this does not apply to all numbers. 60 in Hindi is 60, while 6 is 6. As you can see, there is no common sound. 6, 60. The last thing to learn in this lesson is how to form compound numbers above 20. You already know that the number patterns in Hindi are quite irregular. So you might be wondering if you have to memorize each and every compound number. The answer is yes, you do. However, we are going to make your life a bit easier with our brilliant tip. For any numbers between 20 and 99, you read a variation of the number in the ones followed by the number in the tens. Let's try it out. How would you say 34 in Hindi? You first say a variation of 4 followed by a variation of 30. So 34 is literally read as 430, which is 34. Here, chaun is a variation of the number 4 or 4 and 30 is 30. 34. 61 is 61, which is literally read as 160. Ik is a variation of ek for 1, while sat is a variation of sat for 60. Iksat. Let's look at one more number, 95. In Hindi, it's 95, which is literally read as 590. Pancha is a variation of 5 for 5, and Nave is a variation of 90 for 90. Panchanave. After only 2 lessons, you're now able to count to 100 in Hindi. In the next lesson, we are going to put your number knowledge to use. Do you have all the skills you need to go shopping in India? If not, I'll be waiting for you in our next Hindi in 3 minutes lesson. Fir milenge. See you then.
Expand your vocabulary with our Core 2000 Words ebook. It's free and packed with essential expressions that you'll use on a daily basis. Start building your vocabulary today. Click the link in the description below to download your free Hindi ebook before it's gone.